Hey guys, checking out Waves Harmony, and this is a plugin to create harmonies. So if you have a single voice and you want to add more harmonies, more voices, what you can do with this plugin is use it in three ways. So you can do it automatically, you can generate those extra voices, or you can do it manually and place the voices across the stereo field and decide their pitch. But you can also use your keyboard and play or program the MIDI. So I'm going to show you all three methods, and we're going to explore some of the presets and see what's inside. Now, if you have any questions or anything, just let me know in the comments, or you can join the Discord server, the Plugin Academy, where you can chat with me and other community members, talk about this plugin or, I don't know, any other plugin by Waves or anything. And I'll put the links in the description of this video. Let's get started. Nobody's gonna love you. Right, so I have this demo song here that I use all the time, and the first method would be to generate the notes. So I'm gonna just hit generate notes, and I'm going to select a scale here. So it's gonna be E major, and let's have a listen. Nobody's gonna love you. Somebody. So I'm going to solo our lead vocal here, and of course it's not absolutely accurate and it's very sort of automated, but still, if you take that into the background, it can be very useful. So I'm going to just get the harmony down a bit and the source. Somebody's gonna love you, gonna love you. Nobody's gonna love you. Right, so you can see that the notes are generated automatically, and now the second method would be to do it manually. So let's go again and hit full reset, and now I'll just click anywhere in the stereo field. So the way it works is the more up in the chart here, it means that we are more in front, the levels are up, and as we go down the levels, the volume is going down, and of course we have left and right. So now the U means that this is a unison, this is the original voice. So I'm just adding more of the same, and I can just click and add more of those and just place them anywhere and create sort of a wider stereo image. Nobody's gonna love you, 'cause somebody. But that will just be louder and not really making any, real impact or difference here in terms of harmonizing the lead vocal. So what I can do, I can just remove any of those with the right click and select the left one, and I'm gonna pitch it a few semitones down, and the right one is gonna be pitched a few semitones up, and now we have a bit of a difference between those voices. Somebody's gonna love you, gonna love you. Thinking that nobody's gonna love you. Nobody. Now, of course, what I can do also is flatten them into any particular note. So right now we have this one for C3 and the other one again flat, and now both of them are C. So what I can do is again select that voice and change the notes instead of changing the semitones. So that can be a G, and the other one will be E. Nobody's gonna love you. But what I can also do is just, let's remove that flat, and I can just fine pitch those. So I'm gonna go and hit 0, back to unison, and it's gonna be 0, and I'm just gonna use the fine and just sort of nudge those. So that will create sort of a very subtle change between those voices.
Somebody's gonna love you, gonna love you.
But we get that phasing kind of thing, and maybe that's something that you're looking for. So now the next method would be to use the keyboard. And for that, I'm using Cubase, and I'm sure it's pretty similar in any DAW. So the idea will be to add a MIDI channel, which you can program or you can play live. And when you do that, you have to direct its output into the plugin. So I'm going to do that right now. So I have this MIDI channel right here. There's nothing on it, and I'm just making sure that it is going into the waves harmony. And now when I'm playing anything, you'll see the added notes or the added voices. So let's again go with the full reset so we can have a listen.
Nobody's gonna love you, 'cause somebody's gonna love you, gonna love you. Thinking that nobody's gonna love you, nobody.
You get the idea. So there you go. We have 3 different methods of adding more harmony voices. So we have the generate notes, we have the manual settings here, and we also can use the MIDI keyboard. And now let's have a little more details on what's really happening here. So I'm going to add another voice here, just another harmony. And what we can do, again, we've covered that. You can pitch it in different ways, but we also have delay, for example, and we have the feedback, we have filter, and the pan and levels, again, are something you can do right here in the main view, or you can just adjust that more accurately here on this panel.
Somebody's gonna love you, 'cause somebody's gonna love you, gonna love you. Thinking that nobody's gonna love you, nobody's gonna love you, 'cause somebody's gonna love you.
Right, but now let me show you something real fun. This is where the sort of magic of this plugin happens. It's with the modulation. So on the bottom of the display here, we have M1, 2, 3, and 4. We have A1, 2, AM, PT. What are these? So the M are basically modulators. They are either LFO or a sequencer. So if it's an LFO, it means that we are modulating, moving things in a certain rate. And so let me show you how that works. I'm going to just drag and drop this on the panning. And you'll see that we have different slots. We have 4 slots, and I'm here on the first one. I'm going to click and drag it up. And now this is what's happening. And the rate of this modulation is set by the rate here. And right now it's in sync with my BPM. And we can click this note here and have this free. Very nice. And so let's have a listen.
Love you, thinking that nobody's gonna love you, nobody's gonna love you, somebody's gonna love you, gonna love you.
And what I can also do is I can use, let's use another one. I can use this as a sequencer and just change those rates here. Change the values. And now let's have this one on the note. And you can see the blue outline that tells you which controls can be modulated. So now we have this little M right here, and I'm going to pull it up, and it's going to change the notes as we go. Right, so what kind of other modulations we have? So we have this ADSR that we can use, and I'm not going into details here, but let me know in the comments if you want to see how that really works. And I can just use that one on the delay, for example, and we'll see this little A here, and well, it goes into the format, and we have the amplitude modulator, and we have the pitch modulator. So the amplitude will follow the amplitude of the incoming signal, and the pitch modulator, the pitch will just follow the pitch of the incoming signal. But we also have the spreader, which is really something that is unique here. So we are basically assigning values to each of the incoming voices, and then spread them across, creating sort of more natural sound. And I can use that one on, again, on let's say on the level here, and just up, and it will spread evenly. Right, so what I think we should do is explore some of the presets. So let's go with the auto harmony, and I'm gonna just say that some of them will sound off, not really something that you would use, maybe not in this song, but maybe it's something that you want to add, or maybe start with and then change.
Thinking that nobody's gonna love you. Gonna love you. Thinking that nobody's gonna love you. Nobody's gonna love you.
And we have other presets. For example, we have doubling. So when we're talking about doubling, we're talking about minor changes, minor differences between the different harmony voices, as you can see here.
Cause somebody's gonna love you. Gonna love you. Thinking that nobody's gonna love you. Nobody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna love you. Gonna love you. Thinking that nobody's gonna love you. Nobody's gonna love you.
Right, and we also have ensemble to create a much wider and thicker kind of sound.
Somebody's gonna love you. Gonna love you. Thinking that nobody's gonna love you. Nobody's gonna love you. Somebody's gonna love you. Gonna love you.
And we have some special effects. And that is the Waves Harmony. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments if you still have any questions. Join the Discord server that I have, the Plugin Academy. so we can talk about Waves Harmony and maybe other Waves plugins or anything else. I'm going to put the links in the description of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next videos. Thanks and bye-bye.